We are continuing our Shoel Meishiv series with Rabbi Leib Tropper, and this is number 4 in the series. The questions today pertain to living in Eretz Yisroel. Rabbi Leib, there are many people who would like to move to Eretz Yisroel, and some people have asked, what happens if they don't have parnasa, a livelihood, established there yet? Are they still allowed to go? Should they be encouraged to go? Can they, in fact, go? And the second question would be, let's say a person does move to Eretz Yisroel, and they move for a period of, let's say, 2 years. Would they still acquire the mitzvah of Yishuv Ba'aretz, of settling Eretz Yisrael?
I was able to live in Eretz Yisrael for 12 years. Baruch Hashem. Unfortunately, according to the Shultei Gebarim and Shavuos, Perek Beis, Shavuos, right? I think so. I wasn't Mekayim the mitzvah. Because a person who goes to Eretz Yisrael Manas Lachzer, according to the Shultei Gebarim, is not Mekayim mitzvah Yishuv Eretz Yisrael. Maybe in Ksubis, I'm not sure, but I'm not sure. It's usually we're in Shavuos or in Ksubis, and in the Ksubis. Chavetz Chaim seems to imply that leaving Eretz Yisrael, even to come back, is considered a bittul mitzvah of Yishuv Eretz Yisrael. If you go to Eretz Yisrael, if you come out of Eretz Yisrael, if you leave Eretz Yisrael, you may not, even if you're going to tour, you may not be allowed to do that, because that may be bittul mitzvah Yishuv Eretz Yisrael. There are various shittas as to what Yishuv Eretz Yisrael means exactly, and conditions to fulfill that mitzvah. Moshe, obviously, he holds Yishuv Eretz Yisrael is not an obligation. He holds it's a mitzvah kiyumis, meaning that if you go, you fulfill the mitzvah. If you don't go, you're not obligated to go. And he brings a practical raya from all the Gedol Yisrael that did not move to Eretz Yisrael. They could have easily moved to Eretz Yisrael, or even not easily, but they could have moved to Eretz Yisrael. The Tashbatz, however, is very specific. And the Jewish Oil Moshe Zweig, Chilik Aleph, brings this psak halacha down to Tashbatz, and many other chayim subsequently bring it down halacha l'maisa, that Yishuv Eretz Yisrael is only a mitzvah if you can have parnasa there. In fact, the Marcheshes even says even greater chiddush, that Yishuv Eretz Yisrael is only Mekayim mitzvahs v'yarashta v'yashavta ba, that the mitzvah Yishuv Eretz Yisrael is only if you have a Yerusha Nachal Ba'aretz, if you own property, if you own a dira, property in Eretz Yisrael. But if you don't own property in Eretz Yisrael, you can be there your whole life and not Mekayim the mitzvah of Yishuv Eretz Yisrael. That's a remote sheet, of course, that I'm not sure that everybody, we have a unilateral opinion agreeing to that sheet of Marcheshes. Somebody going there without parnasa, you could be a poor man in Chutz La'aretz. There's no mitzvah to be, I should say, as the halacha says, to be totally on acherim, to be dependent on others in Eretz Yisrael. There's enough poverty to go around 15 times in Eretz Yisrael. To add to that situation, having a parnasa is not recommended by the poskim. If you don't, we don't call that Mesiras Nefesh, we call that something which is maybe even no kiyum mitzvah. I don't want to say it's also to do, but no kiyum mitzvah to do that in going to Yisrael. As the second question you mentioned, parents, it's if you go Manas Lachzer, if you go to Yisrael for 2 years like I did, according to Shultei Gebarim, there is no mitzvah of Yishuv Eretz Yisrael. It's just the Pnei Yeshua and Ksubis may says they have certain milas of kapara that Eretz Yisrael is a machaper for certain things that it may have, even though you're in Eretz Yisrael. But considering whether or not you have the mitzvah of Eretz Yisrael, Yishuv Eretz Yisrael, that I think that most poskim would suggest that you first have some kind of parnasa, unless you don't need the parnasa. One has investments that he could live on, or one has Yerusha that he could live on. One who lives in Eretz Yisrael already, of course, shouldn't leave even if you don't have parnasa. But to make a decision to move from another place, Chutz La'aretz to Eretz Yisrael without parnasa, that already the Tashbatz is concerned about and cautions people not to do that. There's no question that there's something very idyllic about Eretz Yisrael. And you've been there, Brad. You learned there. You spend time. Something very idyllic about the environment in Eretz Yisrael that somehow engenders a romantic feeling about your relationship to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, even in the relationship to Klal Yisrael and to Eretz Yisrael, which is meaningful. It's not. That's all on the condition that we don't burden Eretz Yisrael with poverty if we don't have to. Those who are there, and they can't mitzvah. There's a word from I think Chavetz Chaim, Chavetz Chaim said this regarding something else. I'm sorry. Chavetz Chaim said this about something else, but the Stipler Taka said this to a Nile of a girls' school. He wanted to go to Eretz Yisroel, and the reason why he wanted to go to Eretz Yisroel, to move to Eretz Yisroel, was because the Gemara says, here from the Meshem the Chavetz Chaim, the Gemara says in Brachas, Yerushalayim shel haba, in the future Yerushalayim, ein lo ela b'muzumanim. You only go there if you're invited. You're not going to go there if you're not invited. You can't go. So he wants to make sure that he's there. Chavetz Chaim said, however, if you're there already, they're not going to kick you out. You know, you want you there, you're there. So he asked the Stipler, I'm here already. Stipler told Eretz Chaim, if you do what you're supposed to be doing, and whether you're in Chutz La'aretz or not Chutz La'aretz, you'll end up in Eretz Yisrael. If you're not supposed to come here, then whether you came earlier and you chapped around, then you won't be here. You need to do what the Eibishter wants you to do, and that's all that counts in terms of any mitzvah, including the mitzvah of Eretz Yisrael. I want to explain to you something, which is related to before, but it's related to Eretz Yisrael. Some people try to go. Vilna tried to go, didn't go at the end. Baltanya tried to say. Other people tried to go, and they couldn't make it to Eretz Yisrael. We referenced the Gemara before. Chishiv lasis mitzvah v'nenas v'lo is malol of a kilu or. I want to share with you a very profound point. I'm speaking to the Adam Godel and Bnei Brak. Why is it that way? Why is Chishiv lasis mitzvah v'nenas malol of a kilu? What does it mean? So Baruch Hashem, I think I was able to a bit of an understanding to this Gemara. He felt it was maybe a little deeper than deep, but I think that there's an emes to it. When you decide in the morning that you're going to go daven that day, when anybody decides they're going to shul to daven that day, when a person decides they're going to go put on tefillin and go to the mikveh that day, all they could say to themselves, I decide to do it. To execute, the person could get a heart attack and that never happened. The person can get something, he gets the stomach ache and he can't be able to go, he can't do it. All one can do in life is make a choice. The Eibishter helps him do the rest. So the only schar a person gets in life is only a choice, because there's nothing more that he can do other than choose. Mela, then ask a person, I decided to do mitzvah. I made the right choice. Hashem didn't let me do it. And because of Kilo says that you did it, because all you can do to get your schar in any mitzvah you do in life is making the choice. I told this to Rav Scheinberg, my Rabbi, Rav Scheinberg Zitzel, many years ago. I don't know if I should be saying this, but he kissed me on my forehead and said, "The first days for the says the mitzvah. You understand what it means, mitzvah. To want to have rotzen for mitzvah. And I was, whatever. I felt very flattered by his compliment, and the Shiva meant it with every shesag, he meant it with every fiber of his body. So it felt very good. But I want to just make sure that we get that message. The only thing in life he could do is, I want to go to Yisroel. I can't now. I have parnasa problems. I cannot go, but I want to go. So it's v'denas v'leisa. You'll get schar and elam haba for going. But you didn't go, so therefore certain other things about Yisroel we wouldn't do. I wish everybody that's having the schus who really wants to go be'emes, they should truly have the Kodesh Baruch Hu help them that they should be able to go. It's true the Gemara says that Eretz Yisrael niknes b'Yisurim, but that's after you come. You have your plans and you have everything. There's certain difficulties that come. I mean, drinking water from the tap after 4 days, try to experience that. You'll see what Yisurim means a little bit in the stomach and all the gastro and the complications that are caused by certain things when you go to Eretz Yisrael.
In New York City, I mean,
also, but you can have that in Eretz Yisrael as well. So I mean, there are Yisurim that come along. Just Yisurim inside. The torment of not being with your parents, the torment of not being with your family. Sometimes those things, it's Yisurim, but you stick it out. But not poverty. Poverty is one thing that the Rishonim say that is not a mitzvah at all to go there just with nothing. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Rabbi Leib Tropper, and Bez Hashem, hopefully we will all be there very soon.
Thank you very much.